Spending time in the outdoors is really one of those things that connects us to being human. For me, Michigan is the best place to live because we have almost 80 different types of natural communities, so you can go boating, you can go kayaking, you can go hiking. Plants give us so much value in lots of different ways, whether it's agriculture, the economy. Having a number of different plants is important because it gives us a lot of different options, and it supports all these complex ecosystems of which we know a limited amount about. Invasive plant species often crowd out native species, and they're also prone to making monocultures. You're really reducing biodiversity, and you're reducing the aesthetics of that area too, where before you might have seen a wetland that's supporting a large number of birds with lots of different flowering species. Now you're just seeing cattails and Phragmites. Phragmites are a non-native invasive grass, sometimes called common reed. They have tons of ecological impacts. They're really crowding out native plants and animals. They also have lots of community impacts because they get so tall, so it makes it very hard to see through a stand of Phragmites. It poses a huge safety hazard. Phragmites are bad economically for recreation and tourism dollars. And then also Phragmites has been shown to decrease home values for shoreline landowners.
I have several friends who are on Lake Huron, and the one season the plants grew up so big they couldn't see Lake Huron. On our lake, the plants grew so thick that it drove the wildlife off of the island. After we treated the Phragmites, the wild animals came back.
One of the most common ways that Phragmites is spread is on machinery or equipment. So Phragmites is very common with new developments. That equipment, if it wasn't properly decontaminated before being brought into an area, it could very likely have fragments of Phragmites on it that would bring a new introduction of Phrag to that area. Over the past few decades, development has really accelerated in Oakland County. We try to be good stewards of our land and good stewards of our community by practicing aggressive decontamination protocols with our internal projects and with our internal staff. Our contractors and our staff ensure that they're either using high-pressure sprayers, that they're using compressed air, or that they're just doing visual checks of equipment and their personal equipment, so their boots, their pants, their coats, to make sure that new seed sources or new fragments of plants aren't being brought into our high-quality natural areas. As a homeowner, it's really important to be aware of this issue and to try to get other people who are either working on your property or working in your area to follow some rules that will prevent the spread of Phragmites. Talk to your local construction companies, talk to your personal contractor, talk to your local road commissions about the practices that they're using, and if you have control over those practices, it's a great way to try to reinforce those best practices. Maintaining natural communities, I think, is essential for our future, essential for our children, essential for how we live and play in Michigan and across the U.S.